Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Personal Growth Talks podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and I'm so excited to dive into another important topic with all of you. Here we cover all kinds of ideas that help us grow personally and live a better life. Today's topic is all about self-care and mental well-being. These might sound like big words, but they really just mean taking care of yourself so you can feel happy and balanced. Self-care is like giving yourself small gifts every day, and mental well-being is how you feel in your mind. They're both very important, and today we're going to explore how even small actions can make a big difference in your life.
Hi, Jason, and hello to all our listeners. I'm Julia, and I'm thrilled to be co-hosting today's conversation. Self-care and mental well-being aren't just for certain people. They're things that everyone needs, no matter who they are or where they live. Sometimes we get so busy with work, studies, and life that we forget to take care of ourselves. But actually, self-care is something that keeps us strong and happy, even during tough times. I think everyone listening today can find something helpful in this episode.
That's exactly right, Julia. And one thing I love about self-care is that it doesn't have to be hard. It can be as simple as taking a short walk, enjoying a nice cup of tea, or just taking a moment to breathe. A lot of people think self-care means doing something big or expensive, but it's really about those small habits that make you feel good and calm. And when we talk about mental well-being, it's about finding a balance, feeling good in our minds, managing stress, and knowing when to take a break.
Absolutely, Jason. I know for me, small things like reading a good book or listening to my favorite music help me relax. And today we're going to share some easy ways that all of our listeners can start practicing self-care right away. Our goal is to show that anyone, no matter how busy, can find time to take care of themselves and feel happier and healthier.
Exactly, Julia. So let's get started on this journey to better self-care and mental well-being. I think we'll all learn something valuable today. Are you ready?
Ready as ever. Let's get started.
All right, now that we're ready to dive in, let's start with a simple question. What is self-care? You hear the term a lot these days, but what does it really mean? Julia, could you explain it in a way that's easy for everyone to understand?
Of course, Jason. Self-care is really just taking time to look after yourself, both physically and mentally. It's doing things that make you feel good and help you recharge. Think of it as taking small breaks or giving yourself little treats throughout the day to keep you feeling healthy and happy.
I like that idea, Julia. Giving yourself a treat. So is self-care only about relaxing, or can it be other things too?
Good question, Jason. Self-care isn't just about relaxing, though that's part of it. It's really any activity that helps you stay balanced. For example, it could be eating a healthy meal, getting enough sleep, or even setting boundaries with people if you need a little space. It's doing things that protect your energy and make you feel strong.
So self-care doesn't have to be a big event, right? It can be small actions you take each day.
Exactly. Self-care is often about the small habits we build. For example, you could start your day with a few deep breaths, or take a short walk outside during a break. These little habits make a big difference in helping you feel good.
That's a great point, Julia. Sometimes I think people feel pressured to spend a lot of time or money on self-care, like booking a fancy spa day. But really, you can practice self-care by just doing small, simple things, right?
Absolutely, Jason. Self-care should be accessible for everyone. You don't need to spend a lot or go anywhere special. Just taking time to do something you enjoy, like listening to music or even just stretching, can be a form of self-care. The main point is that you're doing something just for you.
So in short, self-care is really about finding small ways to take care of your body and mind. It doesn't have to be big or complicated, just whatever makes you feel good and balanced.
Exactly. It's all about small actions that make you feel better and give you more energy to face the day. When you take care of yourself, you're able to show up as your best self in all areas of your life.
That's wonderful, Julia. Thanks for explaining it so clearly. Now that we understand what self-care is, let's talk about why it's so important in our lives. All right, now that we understand what self-care is, let's talk about why it's so important. Julia, why do you think taking time for self-care really matters?
That's a great question, Jason. Self-care is important because it helps us stay healthy, both physically and mentally. When we take care of ourselves, we have more energy, feel happier, and can manage stress better. Think of it like charging your phone. You wouldn't let your battery run out, right? We need to recharge ourselves too.
I love that comparison. So it's like we need to charge our own energy, just like we do with our devices. But what happens if we don't take time for self-care?
Good point. When we skip self-care, we might start feeling tired, stressed, or even a bit sad. It becomes hard to focus, and we might feel overwhelmed by small problems. Over time, this can lead to burnout, which is when we feel completely exhausted and unmotivated. Self-care helps prevent that by giving us regular breaks to feel balanced.
It's amazing how something as simple as a short walk or a few minutes of quiet time can make such a big difference in how we feel. Why do you think it's sometimes hard for people to prioritize self-care?
I think many people feel like they're too busy. They might think that self-care is a luxury or that they don't have time for it. But in reality, even a few minutes of self-care each day can help us handle our busy schedules more easily. It's not about having a lot of time. It's about using small moments to take care of yourself.
That makes sense. So by taking even a few minutes each day to care for ourselves, we can actually feel more relaxed and in control?
Exactly. Self-care helps us feel stronger and happier. It's like giving yourself a little break. So when you go back to your work or studies, you can focus better and feel less stressed. It's really about finding balance.
I like that, Julia. Self-care isn't just about avoiding burnout. It's also about enjoying life more. When we feel good, we can be our best selves with friends, family, and in all that we do.
Absolutely, Jason. Self-care lets us be more present and enjoy our lives. When we take care of ourselves, we're able to handle challenges better and be there for the people we care about. It's one of the best things we can do for ourselves and those around us.
Well said, Julia. Self-care really is essential. Now let's talk about some practical ways to include it in our daily lives. All right, Julia, now that we understand why self-care is so important, let's give our listeners some practical tips. What are some easy self-care habits that beginners can start with?
Great idea, Jason. Let's start with something simple: taking short breaks. Throughout the day, taking even 5 minutes to stretch, walk, or just breathe deeply can help recharge your energy. Many people don't realize how refreshing a few minutes away from their work or studies can be.
That's a good one. I think a lot of people forget to take breaks, especially when they're focused. What's another easy self-care habit?
Another simple habit is staying hydrated. Drinking enough water sounds basic, but it can really help you feel better physically and mentally. When we're dehydrated, we can feel tired and even stressed. So keeping a water bottle nearby is a great self-care tip.
I love that. Staying hydrated is easy, but it makes a big difference. Any other beginner tips?
Yes. Setting aside time to relax is really important. This could mean spending a few minutes with a favorite book, listening to music, or even just sitting quietly. Doing something you enjoy helps you unwind and feel happier.
Those are excellent ideas, Julia. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated or take a lot of time. Are there other quick things people can do to take care of themselves?
Definitely. Getting enough sleep is a big one. Sleep is essential for both our bodies and minds to function well. Creating a bedtime routine, like turning off screens and relaxing before bed, can help improve sleep quality.
Good sleep really does make everything easier. And what about activities like journaling or practicing gratitude?
Yes. Journaling and gratitude practices are also wonderful self-care tips. Writing down your thoughts or things you're grateful for can help you feel calm and positive. Even writing 1 or 2 sentences a day can make a big difference.
Great suggestions, Julia. These tips are simple, but they can really improve how we feel every day. Now let's talk about mental well-being and how it connects to self-care. Great suggestions, Julia. These tips are simple, but they can really improve how we feel every day. Now let's talk about mental well-being and how it connects to self-care.
Of course, Jason. Mental well-being is all about feeling good in your mind. It means being able to manage stress, stay calm, and feel positive about yourself and your life. It's like a peaceful state of mind that helps you handle both good times and challenges.
That's a nice way to put it. Why do you think mental well-being is so important?
Mental well-being is essential because it affects every part of our lives. When we feel good mentally, we're able to focus better, enjoy our relationships, and handle stress without feeling overwhelmed. It's like a foundation that helps us stay strong in difficult times.
That makes sense. So mental well-being isn't just about avoiding stress. It's also about being happy and balanced, right?
Exactly. It's not just the absence of stress or worry, it's also feeling motivated, calm, and able to enjoy life. When we take care of our mental well-being, we're able to feel more balanced and in control.
And how does self-care fit into this? Do things like taking breaks and relaxing really make a difference for mental well-being?
They absolutely do, Jason. Self-care activities like the ones we mentioned help us recharge and relieve stress. When we take care of ourselves, our mental well-being improves. It's like giving our minds a rest so we can come back feeling refreshed and ready.
So in a way, mental well-being and self-care go hand in hand?
Yes, they're closely connected. Self-care is one of the best ways to support our mental well-being. By taking time for ourselves, we build a strong mental foundation that helps us handle life's ups and downs.
I love that, Julia. It's empowering to know that taking care of ourselves can make such a big impact on our overall well-being.
Absolutely. Mental well-being is something we can actively support through small, simple habits. It's not about perfection, but about finding a balance that helps us feel good every day.
Well said, Julia. Now that we know why mental well-being matters, let's look at some simple practices to maintain it. Now that we understand the importance of mental well-being, let's dive into some simple practices that can help us maintain it. Julia, can you share some easy ways to take care of our minds?
Absolutely, Jason. Let's start with mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice of focusing on the present moment. This could mean paying attention to your breathing or noticing things around you, like the sounds or smells in your environment. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness each day can help calm your mind and reduce stress.
I've heard that mindfulness is powerful. It sounds like it helps you feel more relaxed and focused, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's easy to do anywhere. Another practice is deep breathing. When you feel stressed, try taking slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, hold for a moment, and breathe out slowly. This can quickly help you feel calmer and more in control.
Deep breathing is a great tip. It's something simple anyone can try. Do you have any other practices for mental well-being?
Yes. Another practice is expressing gratitude. Take a moment each day to think about a few things you're grateful for. It could be anything: a kind friend, a beautiful day, or even just a good meal. Focusing on positive things can improve your mood and overall outlook.
Gratitude sounds like such a positive habit. I've heard it can make people feel happier too. What about physical activity? Does that help with mental well-being?
Definitely. Physical activity, even something simple like walking, is great for mental health. Exercise releases chemicals in your brain that make you feel good, which helps reduce stress and improve your mood. Just a short walk or some stretching can make a big difference.
I like how all of these practices are simple and don't require much time. Are there any last tips you'd suggest?
One last tip is connecting with others. Talking to a friend or family member, even if it's a short chat, can lift your mood and give you a sense of support. Building positive relationships is essential for mental well-being.
These are all fantastic practices, Julia. It's great to know that taking care of our minds doesn't have to be difficult or time-consuming. Small actions each day can really make a difference.
Absolutely, Jason. With just a few simple practices, we can all start improving our mental well-being and enjoy a healthier, more balanced life.
So, Julia, we've covered some great tips, but I think a lot of people might still face challenges when starting these new habits. What are some common obstacles beginners might face with self-care and mental well-being?
Good point, Jason. One common challenge is finding the time. Many people feel too busy with work, studies, or family responsibilities. It can feel hard to set aside time just for yourself.
That's true. So what's a good solution for people who feel they don't have time?
Start small. You don't need to spend an hour on self-care. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. You could take a few deep breaths before bed, do a short stretch in the morning, or write down one thing you're grateful for. Small actions are still valuable.
Great advice, Julia. Another challenge I think people face is staying consistent. It's easy to start something, but it's hard to keep doing it every day.
Yes, consistency is tough. A good solution is to create a routine. Pick a specific time each day, like after breakfast or before bed, for a quick self-care activity. Making it a habit, even for a few minutes, helps it become part of your day.
That's a smart approach. I think some people might also struggle with feeling guilty for taking time for themselves. They might feel like they should be working or helping others instead.
Absolutely, Jason. A solution to that is to remember that self-care actually helps you be more effective. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy and focus to give to others. Self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary.
I love that. So to sum up, start small, build a routine, and remember that self-care is essential, not selfish.
Exactly, Jason. With these solutions, anyone can start their self-care journey and improve their mental well-being.
Well, we've covered a lot today, Julia. From understanding what self-care is, why it's important, and some easy ways to start, to exploring mental well-being and how it connects to self-care. This has been really helpful.
Absolutely, Jason. Self-care and mental well-being are simple but powerful steps we can take to lead a healthier and more balanced life. And remember, it's okay to start small. Building habits doesn't happen overnight. It's about making small changes that help you feel good.
Exactly. Self-care isn't about perfection. It's about taking those little moments for yourself and being kind to yourself along the way. To everyone listening, if you feel overwhelmed, remember that self-care is something you can do just a few minutes at a time.
Yes, and don't be discouraged if some days feel harder than others. Self-care is a journey, and the most important part is simply starting. Over time, those small actions will build up and help you feel better, both mentally and physically.
And for all our listeners who are beginners in learning English, taking care of your mental well-being can even help you with language learning. When you're feeling calm and positive, it's easier to stay motivated and focused.
That's a great point, Jason. Self-care benefits everything we do. So don't wait for the perfect time to start. Just find a small habit that feels right for you, whether it's a short walk, a moment of deep breathing, or jotting down something positive about your day.
We hope today's episode has given you some inspiration to start building self-care into your life. Remember, every small effort you make to take care of yourself matters.
Absolutely. You're worth it, and you're capable of creating a positive change in your life. Thank you for listening, and we hope you feel encouraged to try some of these tips. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep taking those small steps toward a healthier, happier you.